What's good, YouTube? The iPhone 12's camera system is the best that Apple has to date, with a improved wide-angle camera with a faster aperture. The combination of the improved lens and some of the improved software and Apple's A14 Bionic chip, the iPhone 12 really does capture some of the most stunning smartphone photography pictures that we've seen to date. Stuff like Smart HDR and the improved night mode on the portrait mode of the iPhone 12 really kicks it up a notch in terms of the kind of captures and the kind of environments that you can use your iPhone 12 in order to take some very nice photos. Check out my other video highlighting some of the HDR features of the iPhone 12's camera system to see just how far this system has come in terms of being able to capture high dynamic range and accuracy in challenging environments. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the individual controls that you have access to in the photo portion of the camera app, as you won't be able to use all of the great features on the iPhone camera if you don't know where the controls are and exactly what they do. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe, leave a message down below, and thanks for watching. So to get things started, let's just go into how you access the camera app in the first place, as there's a few ways of doing this that some people may or may not know about. From the home screen, you can access the camera app by swiping left from the home screen and you're taken directly to the camera app. For security purposes, of course, you won't be able to access your previously stored photos from this method, but it's a very quick way of accessing all the cameras and taking new captures right from the home screen. As an alternative, of course, you can hold down on the camera button at the bottom right of the home screen for a few moments to open up the camera app, and you're taken right to your camera. These two methods work when your phone is locked. If your phone is unlocked and you have access to your apps, then you want to, of course, go to the camera app to access the camera. So just to summarize here, there's three quick ways of accessing your camera app. You can either swipe left from the lock screen of your iPhone, you can either hold down on the camera button at the bottom right of your iPhone, or you can go the traditional route of accessing the camera app through the camera icon in your app drawer. So now going into the camera app, let's take a look at some of the features that are presented to us off the bat. At the bottom, right above the shutter and record button, you'll see the various modes that the camera app does offer to you. Going from left to right, here we have time-lapse, slow-mo, video, photo, portrait, and panoramic. Let's head into photo mode and check out some of the settings that are accessible through the camera app. Here in photo mode, you'll see right above the photo label, there's a little 0.5x symbol. This is the button that you use to switch between the normal and wide-angle cameras. As you can see by pressing down on the button here, the iPhone is switching between the normal and wide-angle lens. If you hold down on this button, you can actually adjust manually how wide the camera angle is on your iPhone between the two lenses. If you swipe up right above the shutter button, you're able to access the menus for the photo menu. Here, moving from left to right, we have flash, where you can turn on flash as auto, on or off. We have live mode, which you can turn on or off. Aspect ratio, where you can select 4/3, 1:1, and 16:9. You can adjust your exposure compensation, set a timer for 3 and 10 seconds, and of course, adjust the various color and white balance adjustments that you can from the basic settings of the iPhone. You can also access the flash at any time at the top left of your iPhone camera app with the flash symbol at the top left of the screen here, where you can turn flash on or off, and of course you can adjust live at the top right and your photo filters as well if you want another way to access these settings. Another tip to keep in mind here while your phone is in photo mode is that if you press down on either the up and or down volume rockers on the left side of your phone, you actually depress the shutter button. This can be very helpful when you're holding your iPhone at awkward orientations to get the shot that you want, and you're not able to wrap your finger around to hit the shutter button on the iPhone screen. So as a quick shortcut, if you ever have your phone near the volume rocker, you can just tap it down gently in order to depress the shutter button. On top of this, if you are in the middle of taking a picture and decide that you want to take a video, if you hold down on one of the volume rockers, you actually switch right into video mode and you can begin taking a video. This is also very helpful in capturing those moments on video in the event you can't use your fingers to switch over to video mode on the iPhone 12 screen. Another quick shortcut of switching over to video mode from photo mode is dragging the shutter button on the iPhone 12 screen to the right, like I'm doing here. As you can see, if you drag the shutter button to the right, the iPhone 12 switches directly to video mode. And there's a few settings in the camera app settings that are kind of important when you're using the volume buttons for taking photos or videos. If you go into the camera settings, you can actually change the volume up button for burst mode. With burst mode turned on, if you hold down on the up volume button while you're in photo mode in your camera app, you'll take burst rapid fire photos. Here you can also change in view outside frame. What view outside frame does is that it uses the iPhone 12's wide angle lens and it captures an image actually outside of the viewable frame in your viewfinder on the screen. This way, if you want to crop your image or adjust your image, you have a little bit extra capture real estate to make those adjustments. Bear in mind though that view outside frame only keeps the outside frame elements on your iPhone's memory for 30 days. So you have 30 days from the initial capture to make any adjustments that you want. So there you have it, everyone. Apple's controls for the camera app summarized. As someone that's accustomed to controlling a DSLR in order to get some high quality images, I found that there was a slight learning curve to the controls on the iPhone camera app. But after a while and after a few sessions of taking photos and videos, the controls really do become intuitive. The whole point of having a camera system on the iPhone is the ability to just quickly grab it out of your pocket and take a photo to capture the moment, and certainly the ability to access the camera from the lock screen and the quick access controls for the shutter and video that we've gone over in this video do make this easy. So what do you think? Do you find the access to the iPhone camera app to be intuitive and streamlined? Are there better ways of doing this that you've seen on other smartphone platforms? Leave a message down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.